Hello, my name is Javier Palacios-Hidalgo and I belong to the Department of English and German Philologies from the University of Córdoba in Spain, and the communication I am presenting in this conference is entitled Bilingual Teacher Training, Studying the Provision of Bilingual Degrees in Education and CLIL Training in Spanish Universities. So the importance of learning foreign languages is unquestionable today. Ever since the publication of documents such as the White Paper on Education and Training by the European Commission, the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages by the Council of Europe, and the Language Learning and Linguistic Diversity Promotion Plan, also by the European Commission, educational bodies within the borders of Europe have highlighted the necessity to foster the development of communicative and intercultural competencies among their citizens in order to respond to the variety of demands of the 21st century. With this idea, European countries have responded to the requirements by implementing bilingual education programs in all educational stages. In these bilingual programs, 2 or more languages are used to teach non-linguistic subjects such as history or science, and this is done in order to foster both content learning and foreign language proficiency among young generations. Among the different approaches to bilingual education, the CLIL approach, which stands for Content and Language Integrated Learning, has become the most extended in Europe and also in Spain. The particularity of this CLIL approach is that it considers that learning must seek the acquisition of 4 elements equally important, which are known as the 4 C's. These are content, which is the subject matter, communication, which is the foreign language or languages which are being used in the classroom, cognition, which refers to students' thinking skills, and culture, which is cultural aspects which are related to the target language. So in this sense, research has shown the multiple benefits of bilingual education and CLIL, such as the cognitive, neurolinguistic, sociocultural, intercultural, academic, and professional benefits. However, there are growing concerns regarding the initial training of teachers who participate in these bilingual programs across Europe in general and in Spain in particular. So with these ideas in mind, this communication aims to study the provision of bilingual specific training for future bilingual pre-primary and primary education teachers in Spanish universities. For this objective, 2 research questions have been established. The first one is which Spanish universities offer bilingual degrees in pre-primary and primary education, and the second one is which of these bilingual degrees in pre-primary and primary education in Spanish universities actually include a specific training in the CLIL approach in their syllabuses. So the study uses a systematic literature review method consisting of 3 stages. First, an initial search is conducted in order to find which Spanish universities offer these bilingual degrees. Second, the syllabuses are gathered of these bilingual degrees identified. And finally, the syllabuses are examined and analyzed following content analysis techniques in order to identify which of them specifically address the CLIL approach in the lessons. So as for the findings, it has been found that there are 77 universities in Spain, out of which 50 are public and 27 are private. So the source for this information is the CRUE, which is the Conference of Universities of Spanish Universities, but it is necessary to mention that out of these 77 universities, the CRUE only considers 76. So one that is not considered in the CRUE is a private one, which will be mentioned later in the presentation. So the findings show that out of these 77 Spanish universities, only 27 actually offer bilingual degrees in education, and this constitutes the 35.06% of the 77 universities in Spain. Out of these 27, 9 of them offer bilingual degrees in pre-primary education and 18 offer bilingual degrees in primary education. Out of these 27 universities, only 12 offer a specific CLIL training, but it is worth mentioning that only the syllabuses have been considered, so this study only considers that the universities actually address CLIL if they specifically mention this in their syllabuses, which may be a limitation of the study, but this will be mentioned later in the presentation. So the following tables present the Spanish universities that actually have or offer bilingual degrees in education, either pre-primary or primary education. And also the host city and the region is presented, the type, that is either public or private, the type of bilingual degree offered, and whether or not they offer CLIL subjects. So in Andalusia, we have found the University of Córdoba, the University of Loyola Andalucía, and the University of Granada. In Aragon, we have the University San Jorge. In Cantabria, we have the European Atlantic University, but it is worth mentioning that this university is not considered or found in the CRUE database. So, well, it is actually a private university, but it offers a bilingual primary degree, and it also addresses specific CLIL subjects or contents in their syllabuses. We also have the University of Castilla-La Mancha, the University Abad Oliva in Catalonia. We also have the Autonomous University of Barcelona, the International University of Catalonia, and the University Ramon Llull. We also have the University of Lleida, the Public University of Navarre, the University of Extremadura, the International University of La Rioja, and finally we have the University de Deusto in the Basque Country, the University of the Basque Country, the University Mondragón also in the Basque Country, and finally the University of Murcia. These four universities don't consider CLIL content in their syllabuses. So these results suggest that Spanish universities seem to be committed to the training of future teachers in terms of provision of bilingual degrees, but it is certain that more universities should specifically address CLIL training in their syllabuses. And in this sense, it is worth mentioning the main limitation of the study, that is that only syllabuses have been considered in the analysis, and future research or studies should consider analyzing study guides, because maybe these decrees don't address CLIL training specifically in the syllabuses, but actually the teachers lecturing in these universities actually consider CLIL training for the future pre-primary or primary teachers. In any case, Spanish universities may constitute a promising framework for bilingual education and plurilingualism. So these are the references included in the presentation, and thank you for your attention, and please don't hesitate to contact me for any further information or if you have any doubt concerning this presentation. Thank you again.